Hi, I'd like to share with you today one of the most unknown extended techniques for the violin. This, to the best of my knowledge, was invented quite recently. Sometimes it has been claimed that Niccolo Paganini knew the technique, but I have not been able to find any sources confirming this. But the violinist who seems to have pioneered this is a young rising star from Germany named Roman Kim. He invented this technique, I think, in 2012 or so. And I first ran across it when I discovered some of his compositions, which use this technique extensively. I like the compositions purely on their musical value, so I wanted to learn how to play them. But I was faced with this new technical challenge that I had never seen before. Almost nobody knows it exists. I basically had to teach myself. My teacher couldn't help me with it because she didn't know about it. So it took me a couple of months to even get to the point where I could do it semi-reliably. But I'm making this video to hopefully provide a little bit of direction in case you want to learn this technique yourself. The usefulness and versatility of Roman Kim harmonics is very hard to overstate. They allow you to play things like scales, runs, and arpeggios extremely quickly, all in harmonics. This is something which mystifies those who have not heard of this before. Roman Kim harmonics are played with a very specific combination of left and right hand pressure and bow placement. Pressure-wise, both hands execute this at about 1/2 to 3/4 of the normal pressure. You will never play any louder than, say, mezzo piano, maybe mezzo forte if you're lucky. They simply don't work. Your left hand always presses the string at about 1/2 to 3/4 pressure, and the bow is tilted outwards, usually over the fingerboard, and plays at a very soft dynamic. You have to support the bow very well and control it very well. You cannot simply let its own weight push on the string. You sort of have to support it from above to get the right sort of consistency to your stroke. As you move up the fingerboard with your left hand and get higher harmonics here, the bow will move closer to the bridge. There are some idiosyncrasies to be aware of with these harmonics. One is that sometimes there will be a natural harmonic underneath the note you are trying to play, which obviously presents hazards when trying to use reduced finger pressure, because you can accidentally stumble upon the natural harmonic instead. There are two cases I want to cover. One is with the fourth finger in first position. It happens to be that here it doesn't really matter which harmonic you use, because the natural harmonic here and the Kim harmonic happen to be the same pitch. The other one is the third finger. This is tricky because the natural harmonic underneath is not the same pitch, which means you have to very carefully discriminate between them. This can be very difficult to achieve. One of my favorite demonstrations is to deliberately alternate quickly between these, like this. You can hear I kind of cycled through them there. First, I played the real note, then the Kim harmonic, then the natural harmonic, then back to the Kim harmonic, then back to the normal note. I want to go over these harmonics again and give a couple more examples. Again, left hand pressure, very careful. Right hand pressure, very careful. Bow tilted outwards, more over the fingerboard, and very conscious of contact point. I'm going to quickly play an A major scale. And to show you how flexible these are, I'll speed it up a little bit. And again. And again. And now slurring it all together. And that's the magic. I hope this video was helpful for some of you. I hope it was instructive. And have fun with these. These will be a struggle to learn, but once you learn them, they're really quite fun.